Welcome back to the channel. Glad to have you here. In today's video, we're going to talk about 2 profitable Amazon KDP keywords that are well researched. And this is a new style that I'm trying for the first time here on the channel. So do let me know if you like this presentation style, and stay tuned so we can talk about some ideas. I've got 10 ideas for each of the 2 keywords discussed in today's video on how you could create low content to medium content books for each of the keywords, how you can stand out, and how you can over deliver to your customer to get consistent sales. So we are also going to just have a word on the keywords. They're all researched using multiple effective methods. I'm using a total of 3 Chrome extensions to analyze the profitability of each of the keywords, and there will also be a link to a video below in the video description box that will take you to the 4 free Chrome extensions that I'm using, and as well as how to use them correctly. So all the keywords in today's video, as well as here on the channel on a daily basis, are all low competition. They are high demand, and there is a low number of current published books, which makes them ideal profitable keywords. I also publish daily intensive videos showing you methods and strategies for finding KDP interiors, examples of how I tackle each of the keywords as well. Now, a quick word before we get started. Make sure that you do not use duplicate keywords. So don't spam keywords, because this will lead to account suspension. And in order to successfully use keywords, you need to place them strategically in a way where they would actually naturally flow in a sentence. And you can also utilize them in either the title, the subtitle, or one of the 7 keyword slots. They'll get your book ranking for that keyword. Also, use the most powerful keywords in the highest keyword score that contain the highest keyword score in the title. So if you find a keyword that has a really good high keyword niche score, as well as the total results under 1,000, the bestseller rank average 300,000 or less, then use that in the title. And the second most powerful keyword used in the subheading. And the keyword that you want to rank for, that's not too powerful, but you still want to use it, you still want to utilize it, and then utilize it in one of the 7 keyword slots. And rely on 1 or 2 keywords from both the title and the subheading, and weave them in the product description. So make sure then again to subscribe to the channel in order to view daily videos such as this. And the first keyword for the day is books to help kids calm down, and the keyword niche score for this is 69, and the total results are 395. We also have the average bestseller rank 76,708, which is below the 300,000, and the average price is $12.61. So all the data that we have right here indicate profitability. A high keyword niche score, total results under 1,000, average bestseller below 300,000. Of course, the less the better. Average reviews 1,506, and the average price is $12.61. Now, what other type of books that you can create? I'm going to give you some ideas, 10 ideas for each of the keywords on what type of books you can create utilizing this profitable keyword. Idea number 1 is coloring book. So for example, you can create a peaceful, relaxing coloring book with peaceful scenes, with nature, for example, calming patterns, maybe some friendly animals if you like to sub-niche to animal niche as well. Now, it could be targeted also for the children to color these pages to help them feel relaxed, help them focus. As you know, you can also incorporate some mandala in there as well if you're a fan of that. And the idea is to help them to relax, and they're for children. Idea number 2 is to create a mindfulness activity journal, and it's a journal that's filled with cool activities, helps kids calm down, easy exercises like, for example, teaching them deep breathing, having some activities in there, explaining what deep breathing is, for example, for children, and also other stuff such as any other strategies to help them feel relaxed and to help them feel mindful and peaceful as well. Idea number 3 is to create a children's storybook. So for example, you can invent your own creatures. It would be a book with stories about creatures or any sort of like a storybook of children having fun and being peaceful and chilling as well. And the storybook also can contain another part of a series, which be a color book as well. So you'd have that children's storybook, and the part 2 would be part 2 of the series would be a coloring book. Part 2 of the series would be, part 3 of the series would be an activity book, a workbook, and so forth. Idea number 4 is to create a positive thoughts book. So it's just basically a notebook for children to write their happy thoughts, for children to feel strong and awesome, maybe some affirmations in there as well, all to enhance that good positive vibes. And the cover really does play a big role when you want to create that, so you can utilize that keyword as part of your segment keyword slots as well. So idea number 5 is to create mandala and patterns coloring book. So the round detailed patterns that are called mandalas, you can access the KDP interiors available on Creative Fabrica, as well as other platforms such as Creative Market and Etsy. And then you would create this mandala and patterns coloring book for children to help them feel peaceful and to help them feel relaxed and positive. Idea number 6 is to create a adventure nature scavenger hunt book. And yes, this is a long tail keyword, so it's basically a activity book that allows children to explore, go outdoors, find cool things like rocks, leaves, bugs. And this book would be really important as well for helping them to jot down some ideas, draw, write. So it would be a combination of an activity book as well as a combination of a doodling sketchbook kind of thing. Just make sure if you want to incorporate any sketchbook style sheets, to always have an element or two, or at least a border, so it wouldn't be just blank pages. Idea number 6 is guided stories, which would basically revolve around characters. And here I've got a suggestion of incorporating some magical forest characters and anything to help them with, for example, a story about calm beaches, anything that helps as well. And you could incorporate some coloring pages in there as well, so it would be like a little fun activities in the actual book. Idea number 8 is a puzzle relaxing games book, which would revolve around mazes, word searches, and it could be used in puzzle parties as well. And there would be elements for the children to color in. Depends on the age that you're targeting the child. Idea number 9 is to create an emotion book. So it's basically to help children understand their feelings, and children can also draw, write about how they feel, and it would help them make them feel better. Now, you could specifically write and sub-niche to children with special needs, or children with sensory issues, or even children in different age groups. And once you specify the age groups well, then you have an opportunity to really create content and low content books that are targeted for that child with either special needs or in a certain age group, or belonging to a certain, for example, male or female. Idea number 10 is our last for this keyword. It's Zen doodling sketchbook. Now, doodling is fun and allows children to be creative, draw simple drawings, and you can also incorporate some doodle prompts to help children feel relaxed and calm their minds as well. And also a great idea would be sub-niching to ADHD children, or children who have ADHD symptoms. Now let's explore the second and final keyword for the day, and it is affirmations for the inner child. And it has a keyword niche score, which is high, it's 68, and a total results of 534, which is below 1,000. Also, the average bestseller rank is 94,569, which is below 300,000, and the average price is $11.92, which is good to see. So what are some ideas that you can create? Quickly jotting down some ideas that you can utilize this wonderful keyword. First idea is affirmations adventure coloring book. So you can start up by creating a coloring book that's filled with fun drawings, that's filled with positive affirmations, that is specifically tailored for children. Now, each page can have an affirmation that is designed to boost their confidence, make them feel good while they color in these lovely affirmations. It could also have some, a special section at the end of the book for some words, like a glossary section of the main words used and what they mean as well. Also, it could be a great educational tool for the caregiver, the parent, the teacher, to utilize these new words and create kind of a spelling test or anything like that if they intend to. Idea number 2 is an inner child affirmation journal, and this is quite popular on Amazon KDP. So it starts off by designing a journal where you allow the child to write down affirmations that make them feel happy and strong. You could also have a section where you, the self-publisher, suggest your own affirmations that are suitable for children. Of course, the construction of the affirmation and the type of, with the way it is phrased, depends on the age of the child as well. So keep that in mind. They also can draw pictures that go along with these positive affirmations. They can color in as well. It's up to them. And it's also up to you as the self-publisher to really direct these children and direct your customers for what exactly do you want. Of course, the more you over deliver, the more you include things in your journal, in your storybook, or in your coloring book, the better it is for you, because it gives that added perceived value, and the customer feels like they're getting what they paid for and more as well. Idea number 3 is to create a magical affirmation storybook, which would be crafting a storybook with short stories, whether that's magical stories, fantasy stories, realistic stories that incorporate affirmations. And each story can teach children important lessons while also reminding them of how special and unique they are. Idea number 4 is affirmations treasure hunt activity book. So you start off by making an activity book that turns learning affirmations into an adventure. And here the children can solve puzzles, they can solve mazes, they can solve word searches and complete challenges as well, discovering affirmations as they go along and practicing them. Idea number 5 is affirmation card set for kids, and you could also do that by creating these card sets as part of a book, and they would have each of the cards in that book. For example, a page would have 2 or 3 cards or 4 cards, for example, and around these cards, small cards would be, these dotted lines that allow the child to cut through. So it would be a great idea. Children can cut through these lines and have their own individual cards just from that book. So you can create a set of colorful affirmations cards that kids can keep with them. And these cards, of course, that come together in this put together book. It could be an 8.5 times 11 inches. It could be an 8.5 times 8.5. And these cards have a simple uplifting statement that possibly starts with I am, that they can read whenever they need a boost, and also lovely illustrations as well to come along with that. So idea number 6 is affirmations coloring posters, and preferably an 8.5 times 11 inches. This is the highest size that we can create on Amazon KDP. Correct me if I'm wrong. And each page would be designed in a sort of a poster, so the child can cut through that page and then stick it into the wall, stick it on the fridge or whatever it is. So designing large affirmation posters that children can color in would be another lovely idea as well. And these posters can be displayed, as I said, in their room, serving as constant reminders of their self-worth and of their strength. Idea number 7 is ABC affirmation book, and I personally have this book as well, and it is profitable for me, and it does bring in sales. Now, of course, it's not just a general affirmation ABC book. It's based on a certain magical animal and targeting a specific type of children as well. So here you can develop an ABC book where each letter corresponds to a positive affirmation. For example, A is for, I am, whatever it is that affirmation is that starts off with the letter A, and then next would be C, and so forth until we get to Z. And each of these each of the letters is having a page for it to cover that, so children can learn that alphabet while also internalizing empowering messages. That book will also be you can create a Kindle version as well for that, so you'd get earnings for the reads, and you'd get earnings for the ebook purchase, as well as earnings for the paperback version. So there's 3 ways for you to earn money just by idea number 7. Idea number 8 is an inner child affirmation doodle book. So you can start by making a doodle book that is filled with spaces for children to draw and write their own affirmations. Now, the same rule applies for the sketchbook. It applies for the doodle book. Don't just include blank sheets in there. Always having a border, having some small little elements here and there in the page, so it wouldn't be just a simple blank page, because that will get rejected by Amazon KDP. And the idea behind this inner child affirmation doodle book is that this interactive book encourages creativity and encourages self-expression. Also, idea number 9 is affirmation memory game. And so you can create a memory game with pairs of cards, one with an image and one with an affirmation. So as the person matches the pair, for example, kids in this case, or even adults as well, as they match with the pairs, they enforce these positive messages. And the last idea for today's video is dreamy affirmation coloring book. And this is basically designing a coloring book filled with dreamy scenes, affirmations, patterns that include imagination, that include positive thinking and encourage positive thinking. And each page can transport the customer to a world of positivity. So just before we end today's video, I've got 2 resources, a 30-day free trial for you to take advantage, linked in the description box below. First, a 30-day free trial for Creative Fabrica, which is a subscription-based platform that allows you to download unlimited KDP interiors, graphics, keywords for commercial use. And if you'd like to take advantage of the 30-day free trial, it allows you a total of 10 downloads for that 30-day, or you can also access their flash sale that is $1 for the first free month, unlimited downloads as well. Another one is a 30-day free trial, which is for Canva, and it is my go-to design platform for everything that you need to get started with Amazon KDP, Redbubble, as well as other ways to earn income as well. You could use them for design, you could use them for presentations and so forth. So if you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe. I'd love to have you on board. Take care, and let me know if you like these new design presentations that I do, or if you like the old one. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.